Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Pulse Metrics channel. Today, we're going to be taking a break, just a tiny one from all the sports analytics and stuff, because, that's what my channel's about. Today, we're just going to be, having fun. Since it's Easter, today we're going to be diving into 10 overall sports teams that I absolutely despise. This could be for football, basketball, baseball, anything. Alright, now quick disclaimer before we get started. I'm just going to name the teams that will not be in this list. We have the Commanders and the Giants. I know they're division rivals and all, but they really pose no threat to us. The Giants, Commanders, they'll never be on a level that the Eagles are on. So there's really no reason to love or hate them. Now that disclaimers are done, let's get into 10 sports teams who I absolutely despise. Alrighty, so this is basically going to go in order from the teams who I least despise and to the teams who I despise most in the whole world. Starting off with the Houston Astros. I feel like everyone in the league has some kind of beef with the Houston Astros. Us personally, a few years back we lost them in the World Series, but overall it's just they're paper champions. I don't care what people say. They are literal paper champions. They think they are so good, just because they make it to the AL championships. Sometimes they make it to the World Series, sometimes they don't. But out of all of those AL championships, they've only won 2 rings. 2 rings! Just 2! They're paper champions. They think they're so much better than they actually are, but they lost to the frickin' Rangers. Get out of here, man. I just despise everyone on that team. And on top of it all, their fan base is the worst. Alright, this is not really going to shock a lot of people, but at number 9, we have the Brooklyn Nets. This fan base might be the worst of them all. I'm not even kidding. They're just like the Astros. They think they're so good, but then each year they end up at the bottom of the standings. It's just freaking horrible. The Nets, they're just a horrible team, and we somehow almost lose to them all of the time. And it just doesn't make sense. The Nets, they're not good at all. They never will be as good as we are. And they just need, the fans, they just need to be shut up one of these times. I'm not even kidding you. The Nets fans, it makes me so mad. They couldn't even win when they had Harden, Kyrie, and Durant. That's it's just ridiculous. The Nets, ugh. I hate the Nets. Alright, at number 8, we have the Minnesota Vikings. This may shock a lot of people. The Vikings, overall, they just suck. Their fan base sucks. Their team sucks. Everything about them sucks. They don't have a quarterback. And honestly, I'm just laughing my ass off somewhere else because the Vikings are the worst. They're just like the Astros. They're paper champions. The 2022 year is oh, we're gonna win the Super Bowl. Oh, we went 13-4, blah, blah, blah. Shut up. You guys didn't do anything. You lost to the Giants in the first round. Are you kidding me? The Vikings are the worst of them all. Their offense is so overrated. Their defense is so overrated. Overall, they're just one of the most overrated teams that I have ever seen in my entire life. And honestly, I can't blame Justin Jefferson for requesting a trade. I really can't. Alright, up next we have the Arizona Diamondbacks. I'm sure every Phillies fan can agree with me on this one. I get it. They're good. They have a nice young team, but they taunt more than any other baseball team that I have ever seen. Man, they put their flag in our freaking infield after they beat us in the NL Championship. If you do that, we automatically have a problem. I hate the Diamondbacks. They're some of the most cockiest players. At least the Texas Rangers shut them up. That's good. That needed to happen. But I just can't stand teams like this, where cocky. They just annoy me. Like, teams like that is just, overall, they're just inconvenient and they suck. Like the Diamondbacks, they don't suck as a team. I'm not calling them a talentless team at all, but if you plant your flag in our frickin' infield and you taunt all that much, we got a problem, pal. So, Diamondbacks, I hate them. Alright, next up, we have the New York Mets. Again, every Phillies fan can really agree with me on this one. In my opinion, one of the Phillies' greatest rivals of all time. Like, I hate the Mets. There are division rivals, there are greatest rivals of all time, in my opinion. There's just nothing about the Mets that I like. I don't like their logo. I don't like their fan base. I don't like the players. I mean, the Francisco Lindor's fine, but I don't like anyone else there. Their fan base is the worst of them all. They think they're so much better than us. To me, no. They are not even close to the Phillies level. And they never will be. Honestly, they just suck. Like, teams like this, they suck. They just have to taunt. And they have to, just be so annoying about games against us, and it's just, I just hate it overall. I just absolutely hate the Mets. They're one of our greatest rivals, as I mentioned, and I just will never like the Mets. I don't care how much anyone else tries to convince me, I just will always hate the Mets. Done. Alright, up next we have the Boston Celtics. Again, a lot of 76ers fans will agree with me on this one. I guarantee you. It's just that we cannot beat this team in the playoffs. It makes you want to tear my freaking hair out. We cannot beat this team in the playoffs. I don't care if we're up 3-0 on them. We cannot beat this team for shit. I'm not even lying. And again, with the fan base and everything, it's the worst. And on top of it all, when they do beat us in the playoffs, they don't really go much further than that anyway. So what does it matter? They're just weirdos and liars. And it's just like, ugh. Every single Boston Celtics player is a liar and a fraud because they suck. They're really not as good as everyone anticipates them to be. The Boston Celtics, yeah, they may beat us because I don't know why, because it's like the Cowboys against the Packers. We just cannot beat them. We should be able to beat them, but we just can't, and I don't understand why. I hate the Celtics. Done. Alright, next up, we have the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm sure I speak for everybody when I say that we hate the Kansas City Chiefs. And no, I'm not sitting here calling the Chiefs a talentless team, because that is untrue. Mahomes, fantastic this year. He didn't have much to work with the receivers, and he still found a way to win. But, come on. Like, we're all tired of all of this crap that goes on with the NFL. The NFL scripted, I know that, but I didn't know that they would show it that this much. Like, every time. But something doesn't go Mahomes' way, so he goes and bitches to the refs, and then they give him the flag, and then they win. How is nobody sick of that? He just goes and whines to the refs like a little bitch, and then they get the flag. Every single time, and then that's how they win. Like, take the AFC Championship with the 49ers for an example. Like, it's just ridiculous, and it's annoying. Take last year with the Super Bowl. Honestly, that holding call was bogus. Had that not happened, they wouldn't have had to run down all that time. The field goal would have been a lot further. We still would have had the chance to win. But, Mahomes just whining like a little sassy middle school girl to the referees, and they gave him the flag. Honestly, Mahomes, like I said, I'm not calling Mahomes a talentless quarterback at all, because that is untrue. But if he didn't whine so much, I would hate the Chiefs a lot less than I do right now. Chiefs, I hate them. Done. Alright, up next we have the team who we just beat yesterday. We have the Atlanta Braves. I mean, like, it's just ridiculous. I've always hated the Braves. I'll say it now. I'll say it a million years from now. I hate the Braves. They're the biggest. There's just that city's full of the biggest, cockiest losers I have ever seen in my life. You know, like they won one. I don't know if you guys remember, but last year they won one playoff game after getting their asses beat the entire game. Then they just, out of nowhere just got the win, and then they were celebrating like they just won the World Series. They put the red carpet out and everything. Like, it was just ridiculous. Yeah, by far some of the most cockiest players I've ever seen. Their fan base is terrible. Their team is not terrible, but to my eyes, is terrible. Everything about the Braves, I absolutely hate. Man, there's no worse team than this. When it comes to baseball, this is the highest team on the list. I despise the Braves with every bone in my body. Alright, up next at number 2, we have the Dallas Cowboys. This is really going to shock a lot of people. Obviously, everyone knows why the Cowboys are high on this list. Obviously, they're the Eagles' greatest rivals of all time. Honestly, we've had a bunch of bangers with the Cowboys, but that's why I absolutely hate them. Like, every year they're just like this. Oh, yippee-ki-yay, boys, this is our year. We're going to go to the Super Bowl. We're going to win it. Like, I know we were supposed to win it the year before that, and the year before that, and the year before that. But, like I said, this is our year, boys. And then they just lose to us or the Packers in the playoffs. Like, there's no point. Like, they're regular season guys. It's kind of like the 76ers. They're regular season guys, and I don't understand why. Their fan base, awful, by far. I just hate the fan base. I hate everything. And I mean everything about the Cowboys. Honestly, they really, besides the regular season, they really pose no threat to us at all. It's just either us or them winning the division every year. Most of the time we win it, but, the Cowboys, they sneak it in there, like this year every once in a while. Like, they just always have to sneak in a division win when we're at our weakest, and they can't beat us at home, and we can't beat them at home. I mean, they went 8-0 until they lost to the Packers. I mean, that was just so freaking hilarious. I was laughing that entire game. Oof. I couldn't stop laughing for an entire week. By far, that was the best Eagles game of the year. We didn't even play in it. But, yeah, but we're getting a little bit off topic. I hate the Cowboys. I hate their fan base. I hate their players. They're so cocky, and every time they lose, they just try to make up some freaking excuse, and then we just never hear the end of it. I hate the Cowboys. Done. And at number 1, this is gonna shock a majority of people, but at number 1, we have the San Francisco 49ers. Oh, I've been waiting to talk about this because I have never seen a football team cause so many fights with every team in my entire life. I have never seen a worse football team than the San Francisco 49ers. They cause fights with literally everybody. It's not just us. Everybody in the NFL, and they suck. Like, I'm not even lying, bro. Like, I hate the 49ers so much. I hate them more than the Cowboys. I hate them more than the Giants. I hate them more than the Commanders. I hate them more than any sports team in my life. The NFC Championship, this game, I was driving by with my dad. We were going to the Phillies game, and we just saw a bunch of Eagles and 49ers fans screaming at each other. And on top of it all, after the NFC Championship, they were just making a bunch of excuses. Oh, we didn't have a quarterback. Get out of here. Oh, you would have still lost that game even when you did have Purdy in, bro. Like, just shut up. Like, and the worst of them all, Deebo Samuel. The worst of them all. And it's just, like I said, like I mentioned earlier, it's not just us. They literally cause fights with every single team in the NFL because they're cocky, they're just weirdos. Their fans are annoying. Just everything about the 49ers makes me want to punch them in the face. I'm not even trolling, bro. Like, the 49ers, Ever since like the NFC Championship, they have really caught my attention, man. Because I've never hated a sports team more than I've hated the 49ers, man. Everything about them sucks. I mean, CMC, you're fine, but the rest of you guys, oh, I really hope we play you guys in the NFC Championship because that we can whoop your ass again because you guys need a good beating. You guys need the sense slapped into you. I'm not even kidding. I hate the 49ers most of all. Done. Guys, that is going to wrap it up for this video, and if some of you were really offended by this video, hey, I'm not trying to offend you. The shoe fits where it fits. Own it. But overall, please make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe. Help me get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. That's a personal goal I've set for myself. 100. It's a good start. I haven't had this channel for too long, but please show your support. Make sure to click on this video. And if you want to see my WrestleMania 40 predictions, you can go click on this video right here, or it's posted in my channel. You guys know the drill. I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.